Welcome to Feet, Hips, Core, and More. So today we'll be working on shoulders quite a bit, but of course, feet, hips, and core will be there as well to help us stabilize and keep us in good balance and control as we move through different variations here. So if you have a chair and you have that blanket for your knees and the resistance band, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. And so you can either sit this way or sit on the floor, but just kind of try to sit in the way so that you feel upright and you feel your rib cage and pelvis are stacked over each other. And then maybe keep your one hand on your ribs. So making sure they're not gonna be kind of coming up here. And just kind of test your range of motion in your one arm. Just go ahead and reach without ribs popping and you leaning. Just kind of reach and see where your arm goes. And like feel, oh, that's it. Like if I go further, I'll have to do this. Then stop there, just kind of see how it feels. And then do your other arm, put your other hand on the rib cage and just reach again. Just be honest. And then again, try to keep your rib cage in line with the pelvis and just go ahead and do both arms. Sometimes we have a little bit more feedback when we have both arms to kind of compare. All right. And then just relax. So we're gonna come back to that retesting in the end of our quick sequence. So right now, we're just gonna do a warm up. So you can put your blanket and resistance band to your side, unless you already need a blanket for your knees. So like if you do, you can put your blanket under the knees. We're gonna be in front of the chair, not too far. So like your hands are gonna be there. Your feet can be toes on the floor or toes curled under, whatever you feel like doing. And then just go ahead and do a few pelvic tilts. I'm sure you do a lot of them with Krista. So we're gonna bring the pubic bone back, just kind of arching the back. And then we're gonna bring the pubic bone in and up. And then again, pubic bone back, arching the back. And then pubic bone in and up, just kind of flattening the back. And as your pubic bone comes in and up, I want you to focus not so much on the glutes, they will work, but draw that strength through your pelvic bones and kind of buckle up with the belt, so to speak, right? So again, we're lining up rib cage over the pelvis. Put your hands there, find your feet wherever they need to be. And without separating your spine, keep that rib cage over the pelvis. Just push away. You might feel slightly rounded and that's okay. And now grab your hands into the chair and kind of gently pull yourself towards the chair, like you're trying to use your arms, your shoulders, and the rest of the body to bring you up. We're still maintaining that rib cage over the pelvis connection. And going again. So and pull yourself towards the chair. So as you come up, your butt is working together with your lower core. And then let's do inhale as we go back. And exhale as you pull up. And yes, your chair is not supported, so that's why you're not completely relying on the chair, just kind of using it as a prop, but you're still using your legs, your core to bring you up in a good, stable position. So this time we're gonna go back. And again, try not to lower back arch, right? So that's why we're doing that whole lower core activation. And then press your arms into the chair and see if you can kind of sink your chest down through the arms. And as I was practicing the sequence, I already got my crack, a couple of them. That was a free chiropractic adjustment. Oh, I just got another one. So you're just trying to kind of sink your chest down, kind of do little pulses, little pulsing up and down, just using that upper body to kind of pull through the arms. And then we're gonna come up just about halfway, not all the way. So you might just adjust your feet positioning, keep that tailbone pulling back, reaching back. And then from here, just try to reach your one arm up off the floor, off the chair, without using your spine, and then the other. So your thumbs are gonna be up. So you're just gonna try to see. You can play with your angle. You can go a little bit wider, a little bit narrower. And without borrowing from your spine, just reach your arms up one at a time. And just see how it feels. If your back starts to get tired, that means you let your lower core go. Let's do one more time and just take a breath with one arm reaching. Switch, reach the other arm, take one breath. Put it into the chair and again, shift back. Sink that chest through the arms. And then on your next exhale, pull yourself in and up. All right, so that was a kind of warm up. So now you can still have a chair close by in case you may need it. So you can keep it to your side. We're gonna have our knees on the blanket if you need it. All right, we're gonna get that resistance band going. So from here, I will bring my left foot forward. All right. And I'm sure Krista talks a lot about a tripod foot. So see if you can connect with your 3 points, the big toe, little toe in the middle of the heel. We're gonna place one edge of the resistance band under the ball of the foot. So and allow that ball of the foot and the toes to press into the resistance band. So your back foot, again, it's gonna be toe stacked under, not, whatever you need to be. And just kind of notice if you're kind of like shifted. So see if you can bring yourself centered, keeping that navel pointing forward. Sorry, that's my dog. I'm gonna close the door here. Okay. All right. So, and again, just like we did that tuck earlier, so I'm gonna be here. So we're gonna go ahead and tuck slightly using our butt and the core muscles to keep us in rib cage over the pelvis position. All right, and if you feel stable, so we're gonna have a little bit of resistance going, and we're gonna try to bring that arm slightly out, not too much out, but just slightly out. And without losing your stable position, see if you can reach up, pull up, and bring it down. Again, nothing in the spine moves. If you don't need to hold onto the chair, that's why the chair is there, or the wall, then maybe put your hand on your ribs. And again, try to reach your arm from your rib cage so you're maintaining that nice line. One last one. All right, excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and switch, bringing the knee back. Before we go to the other foot, we're gonna do something in this position. So our knees are gonna be on the blanket. And again, notice if you're here to begin with. So you're gonna try to bring that pubic bone in and up. Stabilize yourself from the butt muscles and the lower core. Rib cage over the pelvis. And this time our palms facing down. And we're gonna go press out and in. Press out and in. So again, both of your butt cheeks are working. You are tightening the strength between the pelvic bones. Your rib cage is lining up over the pelvis. And last one here. Excellent. So from here, we're gonna bring the other leg. No, that's the other leg. All right, so edge of the resistance band under the ball of the foot. So kind of use your toes, use your ball of the foot. Again, notice if you're this way or that way, and see if you can play with the position of your feet to give you a little bit more balance in this position. So if you bring your hand to your navel is pointing straight forward. Pull it in, tuck a little, keep that connection, and find your pull. So higher you go with your arm, depending where you are in your range of motion, more you want to feel resistance and work through your abdominals. And also it depends on your resistance band, how heavy it is, how light it is, but hopefully you feel this work. So again, this is your feet, hips, core, and more. So right now, feet and hips and core stabilizing as the arm moving. All right, we're gonna go back to our knees together. So again, pubic bone in and up, zip it in. Butt muscles are on. But we're not going to something like this. All right, so you do front and back. All right, this time we're gonna have our palms facing up, thumbs pointing out. So stabilizing here and press out, feel those shoulder blades moving in and away. Shoulder blades moving towards the center and away from the center. And of course, I'm talking, that means I'm breathing, and hopefully you are breathing as well. Excellent. Let's do one more. Whew, I'm feeling my shoulders. I don't know about you. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and kind of shake it off. Shake it off. Good to shake it off. And now we're just gonna try to put it sort of all of it in one kind of flow. And I'll give you a variation with a chair if you feel you're not very stable. So there are always options to build up the strength. So we're gonna keep our hands, palms facing down, okay? And then we're gonna do a little bit of shift, let's say to the left. But as you're shifting to the left, you want to feel your butt muscles on the side resisting your too much shift, right? So that's why as you shift, you can even put resistance with your hand. Should feel like squeezing of the butt, right? So keep that good squeeze, pull it in and up from your core and swing that leg forward. All right, let's just practice that. And then again, zip it in, zip it up. This butt muscle's working, bring it back. Or you can do it with a chair. So you can rely onto the chair to do that. All right, I'm gonna do the other one. So again, put your hand, provide some resistance, feel the squeeze. Now keep yourself active for the core and the hips. Swing the foot forward. Swing the foot back. Do it one more time. Oops, this is my not very balanced side. So we're working a butt, we're working a core to give us a sense of stability as we are transitioning through the sequence. So arms here, resistance being pulled, and let's go to the left, squeeze, core, bring it in, press it out. Bring it in and back. Right, squeeze, press it out. Bring it in. Squeeze, press it out. Bring it in. Squeeze, bring it out. And when I'm saying squeeze, I mean shift. And as you shift, it should start working like squeezing the muscles, right? We're not just squeezing them, we are shifting them, providing them some work. And pressing out. So this time, as your leg comes forward, we're gonna stay here and see if you're ready to bring your arms maybe a little bit higher as you're actively pressing out through the resistance band. And again, your rib cage stays stacked over the pelvis. You're not borrowing your spine to bring your arms up. Nothing shifts. Feel that good support through your tripod foot. All right, bring it back. The other arm up. Let's go ahead and switch our position of the hands, palms facing up. Might be a little bit more challenging. Again, booty, core, and press out as you lift. So do your best to keep those thumbs pointing out, especially as you're reaching up, because they will want to roll in. So find how far up can you go with the thumbs pointing out. Last one. Ooh, okay. So bring that knee back. Excellent work. Let's go ahead and retest whatever position you were before. I think I was sitting like that. So again, bring your ribs gently in. So pelvis and ribs connected. Put your one hand onto your rib cage and reach your arm up. And notice how it feels. And then bring the other. And notice how it feels. And try to take both. And if you are close to your computer, you can also give me a thumbs up. There is that reaction button. I'm sure you've learned so that your range of motion or your shoulders feel better. So we're gonna just take 1 minute to finish in this nice restorative position. So if you are using a blanket, great. If not, that's okay. We're gonna try to set the blanket so it's gonna go right under the shoulder, at the bottom of the shoulder blades. So when you lie down, your arm is gonna be kind of over the blanket. You can even keep it here. So if your chair is still in front of you, we're gonna have our heels on the chair. So we all need this restorative time. So bring your feet to the chair. So your blanket is right at the bottom of the shoulder blade. So you're gonna feel kind of lifted through the chest. And make sure that your lower back is not arching too much. So just kind of maybe bringing your feet closer to you. And just bring your arms out, keeping your palms facing up, and take a moment, just 1 minute. I am setting up the timer. And just simply breathe. Feel your breath through the body. And I would encourage you to take a few sighs as you exhale. If you can inhale through the nose. And just do that a couple more times, allowing all that tension of the morning go through your body and out into the space. And let's do last one here with a good deep sigh.